In 1893, in response to the establishment of the German coal sales organization Rheinisch-Westfälische Kohlensyndikat, a group of Dutch traders in German coal joined forces. On the 1st of April 1896, they founded the Steenkolen Handelsvereniging, in English Coal Trading Association, abbreviated SHV. Among the founders and sole shareholders were H.A. van Beuningen of the Netherlands Central Railway Company and the trading firm Van Vlissingen and Stewart. The company logo is inspired by the arms of Utrecht. Initially, SHV's office was located in Utrecht, the Netherlands. Branches were opened in Amsterdam and Rotterdam in 1897 and 1902. SHV was granted the right of exclusive sales of Westphalia coal transported by rail, and in 1904, the exclusive rights for coal transportation by ship from the Ruhr area in Germany. SHV innovated coal distribution. Its mechanical coal transporter and elevated transporter increased the transfer capacity to 1,200 tons of coal per hour, more than 10 times as much as competing machines. SHV was the first to use onshore bridges for loading and unloading coal. In 1924, SHV began exporting coal, and foreign trade became a cornerstone of the business. SHV took a majority stake in the main Dutch wholesaler of English coal, SSM, and so had a high market share in the most used fuel in the Netherlands and owned most of the related distribution channel. In 1913, SHV had established the investment company Unitas to participate in industrial companies such as Hoogovens, now Chorus, Akku, now Akzo Nobel, and KLM, and developed demand for coal. The coal trade had difficulties starting up again after the Second World War. Still, recovery at SHV was taken into hand energetically. With the 50s came a switch from solid to liquid fuel. SHV started selling oil products distributed through the coal distribution channels under the name trading. SHV established the first oil bunker station in the Netherlands. SHV's Rhine fleet, used for coal transportation, was incorporated in its subsidiary NRV, Nederlandse Reinvaartvereniging, and started transporting other bulk goods and oil. In the 1950s, the family Ventene van Vlissingen became the major shareholder in SHV. In 1956, the name Trading was changed to PAM. SHV owned many PAM petrol stations in the Netherlands, Germany and Austria, and started to sell LPG cylinders for household use under this name. SHV purchased oil interests in Austria and Italy and participated in an oil bunkering company in Brunsbüttel, Germany. With SHV's joint venture with Caltex, the name PAM was changed to Calpam. From then on, heating oil for homes, LPG and other oil products was sold in the Benelux under the Calpam brand. SHV acquired interests in the oil industry in the United States and participated in the development of oil and natural gas in the Netherlands through DIAS, founded in the early 1960s. With the use of coal declining, SHV diversified its activities. SHV became active in the distribution of consumer goods, technical installation, building industry, ship trading, and technical equipment trading. The 70s were years of geographical expansion. In 1968, SHV opened its first macro store in Amsterdam, and a minority interest was obtained in metro stores in a number of countries. SHV participated in consumer goods retailing Reichelt in 1970 and, smaller in scale, the Xenos chain of self-service stores in the Netherlands. In 1975, SHV acquired the David J. Joseph Company of Cincinnati, Ohio. SHV traded in technical equipment through Geveke. Geveke's electronics activities were grouped together in Geveke Electronics, listed in 1983. SHV took over technical installation companies, which were integrated into the Group Technical Installation, GTI, also listed in 1983. SHV entered into several joint ventures with companies in the transport of dry bulk goods. EMO, Europees Massagoed Overslagbedrijf, was the world's largest company in this field, with facilities for ships up to 250,000 tons. SHV also held a major interest in Rhine shipping. Europese Waterwegtransporten, EWT, transported approximately 10 million tons of bulk goods every year over the Rhine and Ruhr. The shipping company Van Nivelt, Goudriaan & Co. maintained a liner service between Western Europe and South America. SHV grew from 5,000 employees in 1968 to 34,000 employees in 1973. In the 1980s, SHV focused on macro and energy, rapidly expanding these activities. SHV sent pioneers around the world to open new macro stores together with local business partners. By 1997, SHV could no longer maintain the position of niche player against the power of larger listed companies in Europe, and macro stores were sold. Using the Kulpam and Pam LPG businesses as a basis, the LPG business was expanded. Even before the fall of the Berlin Wall, SHV was active in Poland, Hungary, and the then Czechoslovakia. At the start of the new century, SHV acquired 100% of the Primagaz Group and integrated all its LPG companies in SHV Gas. Macro opened new stores in Asia and South America. This business is continually evolving, and operations in some countries were sold. In 2006, TSR was sold, followed by the David J. Joseph Company in 2008. In 2000, NPM Capital, a provider of private equity in mainly Dutch companies, was added to the group. Dias continued expanding by acquiring several stakes in oil and gas developments in the Netherlands and United Kingdom. By 2007, SHV had widened her activities by acquiring a 75% share in Mammoet, specializing in heavy transport and lifting, and taken its first steps in the field of renewable energy. In 2009, SHV acquired industrial services supplier Erix. Over the years, SHV has demonstrated its capacity to change. However, the company values and entrepreneurial spirit remain constant factors.